Amumu, why would I ignore the story of Triangle Strategy when it's a game written to have a good story? Every Dark Souls game is a dog shit story. Here's every single Dark Souls game. You wake up in a prison somewhere, something is happening with the entire fucking planet that has something to do with, like, life forms not having enough life, or their spirit or something wearing out or not wearing out. There's a ton of random NPCs that nobody gives a fuck about. People will say they have deep and sad stories when they have a total of 8 lines of dialogue. And then when you beat the final boss, who was like the previous guardian of like whatever previous soul, fire, flame, disease, rot, or whatever, then you either take his place and you do one thing for the world, or you like you decide not to, and then everything like resets or whatever. Like this is like this story in Souls games are dog shit. Like that's like every fantasy story. Wrong. Usually the hallmark of a fantasy story is at least like 1 or 2 consistent characters throughout the entire thing. But that's not the case in any Dark Souls game. You have like the random like whore that like follows you around, that like sucks on you for levels or whatever, and then that's it. And then the only other consistent characters are there through like fucking lore that you have to read by pushing X on every single random item that you find. Your character never speaks a line of dialogue ever, so there's no development ever there, right? That's completely gone. It's not like you have like a consistent like nemesis or anything throughout the game. It's a new boss every time. Maybe you'll get like one that repeats himself, but like, oh my god, are you fucking serious? All the NPCs have 3 lines of dialogue and then die, and then, yeah, dude, people that post that shit in the gaming subreddit that are like, oh, those that know the saddest story of like the one fucking guy with the Michelin Man armor. Oh my god, dude, like, are you fucking serious? I can't tell if it's like 85 IQ people that like soy over the story, or maybe there's like 27 hours of Vidaki, or whatever the guy's name, videos that I need to watch to understand why it's so sad, but like, holy shit. The Onion Knight, dude, Jesus. Besides Metal Gear Solid and Final Fantasy, is there a game with lore that you actually do like? I don't know, probably. I feel like I remember the early fantasy stories being good, but it's been a long time since I played a lot of the early RPGs. I played Shining Force 1 and 2. I feel like those were pretty decent. But that was a long. These are like Sega and Nintendo games. The Zelda games are fine. Nier was good. Automata. Deus Ex was okay. Games don't, there shouldn't be options for games. Good stories don't have options. It should be one ending for everybody. Whenever you, here's the reality. Every single game in the history of all video games that has multiple endings every ending is dog shit. As opposed to just writing one good linear story where everything makes sense and it ends how it's supposed to. That's reality. Unless you have like a game with like 2 endings, maybe. He hit me with it, I'm dead! Oh my god, he swings around so much! I feel like half the people in this thread have never even engaged. Like, if you want to bring up examples from my, like, don't tell Destiny about choose your own adventure books. Do you think choose your own adventure books were like the epitome of like writing? Also, Metal Gear Solid has multiple endings? No, it doesn't. Metal Gear Solid has 1 ending. What are you talking about? Fake fans. Are you trolling? Metal Gear Solid 1 has 2 endings? Metal Gear Solid 1 has 2 endings in that you can choose either Meryl or Otacon surviving, but by the time you get to Metal Gear Solid 4, you find out that both endings happen anyway. Doesn't matter which ending you chose. Fucking retarded Just fucking kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me, kill me. Kill me.
Keep hating your life then, working class Andy.
Kill me. Did they retcon it in Metal Gear Solid 4? Yes. In Metal Gear Solid 4, Meryl and Otacon are both alive. Whereas in Metal Gear Solid 1, you're led to believe that one dies based on the ending you choose. Do you think Nier Automata's endings are bad? No, I think Nier is structured fine. Because it's a game built around like multiple endings.